For the past week or so, I've seen people talking about the Black Flag remake. Apparently, there were leaks about the remake, but at this point, I don't believe in that term anymore. I just think that the game devs allow a certain amount of information to slip out to keep the fans' interests up. But so far, the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake has been getting a lot of attention lately. Whether it is for the right or wrong reasons is really up to whoever hears the information that I'm about to bring to your attention. I am kinda on the fence about the Black Flag remake. I didn't play the original, and to be honest, I don't think I'm going to play the remake either. So, what has people so flustered is that the Black Flag remake is going to be making some changes, and it seems that the changes will definitely make the game different to the original. One very key thing that they will be removing is the modern day, and this is something that I'm very unhappy with because I have no idea why Ubisoft is doing its damnedest to purge the modern day from the Assassin's Creed games. If anyone doesn't know, the modern day story of Assassin's Creed Black Flag basically takes place after the modern day of Assassin's Creed 3, where Desmond Miles sacrifices himself at the end of the game to save the world. But in doing so, he released Juno, which at that point was the main antagonist, and this is where Assassin's Creed 3 ended and Black Flag began. There is a good amount of people who don't care about the removal of the modern day, which I would say there's nothing wrong with. But the modern day is also part of what makes an Assassin's Creed game so special. Once you remove the modern day part, you pretty much remove the identity, because the modern day of Assassin's Creed is just as important as the historical part of the game. If anything, the historical part can't exist without the modern day plot, because the modern day plot is the real setting of the game. The whole point of any Assassin's Creed is to find pieces of Eden or anything related to the Isu in the modern day. This is the whole overarching narrative of the Assassin's Creed franchise. Once you remove that, you pretty much have nothing. Just look at what happened to Assassin's Creed Shadows. The game has no narrative, it is just a game set in feudal Japan. They removed pretty much everything that is actually related to the Asian Assassin's Creed lore, which if you look into is actually pretty expansive with quite a few really good characters. They are making a mistake by removing the modern day. They say they want to remove the modern day to make more room for Edward Kenway's story to focus more on the historical aspects of the time period and the pirate era. The question I have is, why can't you do all of that and still have the modern day? From what I have heard, there's quite a bit of cut content that didn't make it into the original game back in 2013. And the other thing is that Skull and Bones is a part of that because apparently Skull and Bones is basically a scrapped Black Flag DLC turned into its own game, and I'm sure there was cut content from the modern day too, but what everyone expected is to have more added content onto the original game. What people want is the same experience they had with the original Black Flag in 2013, but just with better graphics, less bugs and glitches. This is more or less what people expected. The other thing that has people frazzled is that they want to go into a more RPG direction, which is not what the original was. So them wanting to go in that direction could pretty much mean just about anything, and people are not happy about that. A lot of the RPG games are mediocre at best, and if they follow the Assassin's Creed RPG game formula, who knows which game they're going to follow. Will they try and make it more like Origins, Odyssey or Valhalla? It's really anyone's guess, and right now it looks like people are concerned about the remake, because now people are asking if it will be as good as the original game, because Assassin's Creed Black Flag is one of the most loved games in the franchise, and right now what they are doing is gambling with their legacy. Ubisoft needs to be careful because what we know so far is that the numbered games in the Assassin's Creed franchise are the best. These are the games that made Assassin's Creed the popular franchise that it is today. Me personally, I have no stake in this because if you ask me, I think the remake is just a cash grab. The only reason they are making the remake is to try and make their money back for how badly Shadows performed. And of course, they won't mention it. They're not going to tell you the truth that Ubisoft is really desperate for money because the company has been run into the ground and they're at their wits' end. So now, they will try anything to start making money again. Because have you seen how much Assassin's Creed related media is coming our way? There's even talks of an Assassin's Creed Netflix show that is apparently in the works. So it's very apparent that Ubisoft is throwing anything to the wall and hoping something sticks, which is the wrong thing to do, especially since they have such limited resources. Being as reckless as they have been is what got them into this mess in the first place, and now it looks like they're still making the exact same mistakes. But I don't know. All I can say is I hope you guys enjoy the remake. And with that, this is the Chilly Man signing off. I thank everyone for watching. Peace out.